Hey everybody, Darth Ponty here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Neca Alien vs. Predator Celtic Predator figure. This figure's been out for quite a long time now, but it's still a great figure and I think stands up pretty well compared to some of the newer Predator figures. So yeah, let's take a quick look at him. This is actually probably one of my favorite Predator figures. It took me a very long time to hunt him down, probably closer to 10 years actually, and it was a complete fluke that I found him. I literally saw him in one of my local comic shops windows, and I just immediately grabbed him because, what are the chances? And I haven't seen him since in any other store, so I'm glad I got him then. So yeah, great looking figure, really cool design actually. I was always a huge fan of the Celtic Predator. I thought his mask was just very cool. I found in the movie the Scar Predator was very derivative of the classic Predator, and the Chopper Predator just kind of had a weird design. So I thought this guy just really stood out for me as the one of the cooler Predators to come on screen in general. Actually, I would say. But yeah, he's a really good figure. Great design, great paint actually. If you look at that, it's a pretty simple paint job. Like there's not much to it, but I think that's kind of what's really nice about it. It's not too complicated. There's just a lot of nice silver, some nice dimples on it. It kind of gives it a nice old like iron look to it. Little bits of leather here and there. But yeah, just great detail overall. Like I love the layered look and like this, like not scales, I guess, but something like that. And then of course you got the Predator net, fish net, I guess. Overall, the exposed skin. Yeah, so great paint, love it. All these little details are just awesome. The eyes have a nice cloudy blue, and the skin color is just really well done. It looks just like in the movie, that kind of yellowish, orangish with the dark brown blotches around it. Yes, let's take a look at the accessories. This guy comes with his Plasmacaster backpack and is fully articulate, which is nice. Goes up and down. Comes with his ceremonial knife, dagger, which is cool. And it's actually two separate pieces of plastic there too. It's not just painted to look like that. So they put the effort in there. Comes with his Predator Shuriken, which is nice there, the little paint apps there. They didn't just go for a straight silver, they added in the little color pieces, which was really nice. And of course he has his classic Predator claws, which I think are a really nice length. The newer Predator figures often have the extendable claws, which is cool, but this Predator, they're removable, so what you can do is, like in the movie, you can straight up just remove them, or you can put them in reverse, like when he cuts off the alien's tail, which I think is a pretty fun and cool detail that they added. So let's take a look at his articulation now. It's pretty good for a Predator, pretty standard. A lot of the newer Predators have, I would say, about the same articulation, maybe slightly better in some areas, like the shoulders, for example. I find his shoulders aren't too great, and I find a lot of the other Predators that came out around this time have the same sort of shoulders. They only go up this far. They're pretty stiff. They go all the way around, which is good. Got bicep swivel. Really good double jointed elbows, though. Really happy with those. Like he can kind of go to grab his mask like that. I love the forearm accessories. They rotate independently, which is great, and the hands rotate as well. So you get a lot of good articulation there. It's got some diaphragm swivel, but it's limited because of his back piece that goes up, that goes all the way up, and it's fixed to where it is, so because it's connected to the waist. So you're not going to get too much body swivel with that, and the waist really doesn't articulate at all. It's not too bad. His head moves decently, and I find some Predators, even on screen, they look kind of stiff at times, so it's fine. It suits him. He's got great hips. His legs go out pretty nice. They can do the good splits there. He's got some good rotation around. that's good. He's got some good double jointed knees. And I was really impressed with this. What they did here with the Predators is they have a really large knee joint. So because their leg pieces are pretty bulky, you can still get them into a pretty tight pose like that, which I really think is good. He's got nice flexible ankles. They pivot on a ball and they rotate around nicely. I just love the design there of the toes. I think that is just very cool. Would not want to get kicked by that. But yeah, so that's the articulation. And overall, honestly, I would give this guy, I'll give him a 9 out of 10. Just some of those articulation pieces. But overall, still one of my favorite Predator figures, and just figures in general. Love this guy. I was beyond excited to find him. And I've come across the other figures from his trio, and honestly, the fact that I got this guy, I was good. I did not need the other ones. I felt this guy is it and did it all, even though he died in the movie. Well, they all did, so what's the difference? For a price review, these guys normally go for about 40 bucks Canadian. I got him for that price, which I was actually pretty excited about. I find when you come across older figures, they tend to go for a premium just because the supply isn't there. And I find online they go for even more. So if you can get them for retail, get them, because you are not going to get them for less. That's for sure. But yeah, so he's definitely a good buy if you can get him for that price. And that's all I got to say about him. So yeah, if you liked the video, please like it, subscribe, and if you want to comment with a suggestion of a figure you'd like me to review, that would be awesome. Thanks.